Hey guys, welcome back to Tree Bush Farms. Today we are working on the corn header. Last year we were having issues with it because it wasn't pulling the stalks down through. What it was doing is it was pushing. So rather than there's these knives on the bottom that what they do is when the stalk comes through, it grabs it, pulls it down, and it picks the ears off and it all goes off. What was happening was the cob was going through and these blades weren't sharp enough that it wasn't pulling it through. So what it was doing is it was just jamming up in this back corner here, and I would have to stop, get out and dig all the material out of there, and I wasn't allowed to go very fast. So what we're gonna do is we're taking off all the old blades and replacing them with the new ones. So on each one of these rolls, there's 4 blades, and there's 8 rolls. So in total, there's 64. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up all that underneath of there so I can roll around on the creeper so I can be underneath of there. Clean up all of this because all the nuts and bolts and washers and the blades are on the floor and I can't roll around that great. So I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll start putting the new knives on with the new hardware. Treasure bin. So now, here's the very last bucket, and it's a little heavy for me, so I'm gonna go grab that, grab the dolly. Let's grab the next one. So when I was taking those old ones off, I noticed that the previous owner put a little bit of grease on the end of the bolts, so that's what we're going to do. So on each of the bolts, we're going to put a little dab of grease. It's going to work like anti-seize is what it is, so that'll be handy for when we got to take these off someday. So all right, so we got that pile, and we also got the new hardware. I believe that's it. Yep. Cool. All right. Now we just got to do that 63 more times. All right, so you can probably tell it's a different day. This is day 2 of working on this. So what we figured out last night is we were looking at the books and the actual stalk rollers. You can see these knives aren't very tight. Well, they look tight, but they're not. The gap in between those 2 knives are supposed to be this thin. And I could stick my finger in there if I could stick my finger in there. Last night I got this entire side done, so these 4 are done. So I just got to work on this half here, get that done, and then we'll adjust the stalk rollers. But for right now, I just got to get these 4 done. All right, so we got all the blades on. All these are all done underneath here. Yep. Back where they were before.
Yeah, they just keep stuff wrapped around the back side.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, left side.
Move it a little bit, Zane. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna adjust the deck plates for the corn header. And what the deck plates do is when a cob runs through here, it's gonna get a little bit wider, but you only want the cob to go through there. You don't want any of the ears to go down past this. They'll get beat up by those knives and there'll be a header loss. So what we did, we got a socket that is a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, 1 inch and a quarter. And that's the front deck plate size. And then this socket is a little bit bigger than, or a little bit smaller, I think, than 1 inch and 3/8. And that fits in the back. So you want smaller in the front, a little bit bigger in the back. We adjusted all the deck plates. On the newer headers, what they have is they have hydraulic deck plates. So you can adjust them on the go and not have to adjust them like how we did in the shop. So that should be set pretty good. All those stock rollers are adjusted, the knives are good, the grass blades on the bottom are good. So now we're gonna fold these down, and I think we're done with the corn header now. So, you know, hopefully come this fall, this will be brand new, and we just made the corn header great again. So